how did I first become aware that something was not right, which eventually led me to become diagnosed with cervical dystonia? Two things. The first big clue was my head turned by itself when I was sitting on the sofa with my hubby watching Netflix. Very disturbing, very alarming, and being a nurse for over 20 years, definitely know that that's not normal. However, I'm human and I sort of just pretended like that didn't happen and it will probably just go away. That's not how the story ends. This next thing that happened, I think it was just a few days later, when I would go to tilt my head back to take a swig of my morning cup of joe, my head would go off track. If you have cervical dystonia, I know you know what I'm talking about. And again, this is not normal. Well, first of all, people don't really appreciate or realize what they're doing when they're doing activities of daily living, like eating, walking, talking. You just do it. You don't think about it. So I knew that this was not normal. It took about probably 2 weeks before I had the courage to go to the doctor. Luckily, my doctor referred me to a neurologist who was the proper type of provider to provide the diagnosis of cervical dystonia. And he examined me. I gave him my symptoms of the report, what I was experiencing. He said, "Oh, yeah, you have cervical dystonia," just like, he was giving me the weather report. And I've been a nurse for over 20 years. I had no idea. He could have said something in Japanese because I'd never heard of this. So I'd be curious. When did you first know something was not right? What were your symptoms specifically? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Ciao.